Hello, everybody, and welcome to the episode 22 of the Fourshade Studios podcast. It is September 18th, 2019.
Cool.
That's a date.
We got numbers, we got dates, we got podcasts.
I'm
So,
Hype, and I'm Brock Ferguson.
with me, I got Brock Ferguson and the lovely.
I just spit like all over you, I'm sure. I'm Devin Devon.
And I'm Blake Bodenhammer, and
And this is Baby Poe.
we've got a dog. So yeah,
George Fourshade.
And that's our podcast. See you next
that's
week.
it. Bye. See you next time. So yeah, Nintendo stuff this week. We had some Smash stuff happen. You guys want to start with that?
Sure.
Sure.
I can't even remember if we already talked about this last time, but yeah, we did. Because remember Banjo had just come out.
Wrong. They just announced him, but we hadn't downloaded it.
Oh, I thought we had
That's
played
what
him.
I'm talking about.
That's right. So, what are your first impressions of Banjo? Just as like getting a grips with playing him.
He has made me a better smasher, and for that I thank him.
How so?
Banjo smashes.
Let's see. Basically, the only thing I ever do with Banjo is shoot grenade eggs out my butt and shoot normal eggs with Kazooie out my front.
Yeah.
Great for area control, but not much else. Fortunately, that's all you need to do with Banjo, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I haven't like figured out like a good. I don't know what's the best means of damage, I guess. I don't know if it's worth like keeping your target at range and just using eggs, or like if using like your smash attacks are even like useful. I don't know. His whole kit seems like you're supposed to keep them at range and just like do damage until you can obviously KO them.
Side B or the KOs, that's it.
Yeah. Side B is like nuts.
Until you're playing someone really good who can block it with no problem, and then...
Yeah. Then everything's completely out the window.
To be fair, I've only played against computer players, so...
Yeah.
They actually suck.
I'd be interested to see what like a high level CPU Banjo looks like, or high level players online.
I'm not, because it reminds me I suck.
Yeah, that too.
But as far as, bringing back the nostalgia and filling the hole that was Banjo, we want Banjo and Smash, he does that pretty well.
Yeah,
The
that's
stage
true.
is great. All the moves are based on things we've seen before, and yeah,
Yeah, I mean they did
just like
it.
all the other DLC characters, he's really well done, all down to the details.
Yeah, I've been surprised how well every single DLC character has been so far. Like how well they've been made. I don't think I've been disappointed with a single one yet.
Not even Piranha
Game
Plant?
Or hashtag.
Well, I don't know. Piranha Plant was still cool. Like they made him cool. Like I wish it was maybe at first I wished he was maybe like a more iconic character, but like his kit is good, so I can't really complain about it.
That'll
I
be
mean- He's trolly. What else do you want?
Yeah. Like every character just has a lot of variety. Like each one has like a thing that kind of sets them apart, which I think is neat. I was worried that some of the DLC would just be like almost Echo Fighter-ish of other characters that already exist. Like when they announced the Dragon Quest character, I was like, We already have like a million sword fighters. Like, I hope that this isn't just the same thing.
He's definitely not.
Yeah.
So now we get to hope that what's his face isn't the same as Ryu and Ken.
Oh, Terry.
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 It's like the lamest name for a character ever. Terry. Get out of here.
I had Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior Monster on the Game Boy, and the default name is Terry.
That's the worst
I always thought that was
name.
the weirdest thing.
That sounds like an Earthbound character name, not like a big. I mean, maybe that's the point.
You're insulting every Terry in the entire world right now.
I hate you, Terry.
Bye bye Alaska. He's not.
Wow.
Sorry.
Sorry, Terry.
Sorry.
Terrytown.
Okay, Terrytown I can get behind, but Terry the Fighter, see you later. Terrytown is a stage in Smash.
What I thought was weird in Dragon Warrior Monster 2 was if you pick Terry, it's Terry, which is obviously 5 letters long.
Yeah.
But if you try to do a custom name, you could only pick 4 letters. So I was like, come on.
That's
How many
showing
names can you spell with
favoritism.
4 letters?
Like none. And I always wanted to put my name, but I couldn't.
Black.
So I was like, this sucks.
You either got Black or Lake.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sounds like a bad game.
Definitely a good game.
Nope. Already determined it's a bad game.
Never played it, bad game.
If you can only put in 4 letters for your name, lazy, terrible, not gonna play.
So yeah, Terry Bogard. Did they give a release? Is it still 2019?
I don't know.
It's just 2019, yeah. That's it.
I mean, at least, like, as the year's dwindling down, like, that's... It seems like a long time, but that's, like, we have 3 months at the longest.
And honestly, there are enough games coming out now that even when he is released, I'm going to have something else that I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. We have so many games coming, like, late September through the holidays. It's, like, nuts.
And I'm definitely going to be playing Mario Kart. Like, Super Mario Kart.
True.
Keep working on that Pokemon Go. I mean, let's
Pokemon
go.
Go.
Let's go.
Pokemon Go just had an update. Did you see that?
Did.
No?
New generation, Gen 5 just came out like
Got
yesterday
your-
or the day before.
Got your Oshawots, your Tepigs, your Snivies,
Your Lillipups,
your
your
little pups, your
P-Dubs.
P-Dove. That's all I know.
Patrat.
Watch,
Oh, hell yeah, Parrot.
watch as Pokemon Go has all 800 and some all Pokemon, and Pokemon Sword and Shield doesn't. Just to feel the fire.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're at the rate they're going, like, they're going pretty fast with adding these, I feel like.
I mean, it's only been out 2 years and they're already
I
on
think
Gen
3 now.
Oh, 3? Yeah.
They're what, Gen 5? What's Sword and Shield, Gen 8?
Mm-hmm.
So they're at least halfway out. We don't even know all the Pokemon for Sword and Shield yet. But we just found out a new one, what, today?
Yes.
Today? Yeah.
Well, technically, like last week.
Yeah. Did you see all that stuff on the Pokemon website that was kind of like teasing it?
No.
They basically uploaded, like, there's a new Pokemon exclusive to Galar region.
It was like...
And it was like a pixelated image.
It was like it looked like a glitch on the website.
Yeah. It was like all pixelated and it had a description with it, and like a lot of the stuff was censored out. So like nobody could tell what it was.
Yeah,
Just
like
there was
every
a new
other... It was like
Pokemon.
every other word had like this basically like glitch looking image over it where like you couldn't gather very much information from it, but people were obviously trying to speculate what it what it even meant.
They're like, if you turn it sideways, you can see a beak and some feet, and it looks like Surfetched. That, like,
Yeah.
mysterious, like, evolution of Farfetch that people have been dreaming of. I was like, there's no way, like,
I didn't
if you
think-
have to
yeah.
turn it sideways, like, get out of here. And I was like, I think it looks kind of like a donkey on some grass or something. So
Why
I was
didn't-
like, hell no.
Yeah, like the whole like, I was like, what they're gonna do is like they're gonna take this image that's all blurry and they're just gonna unblur it. But like it actually was rotated,
I was like, what in the world? And it was actually Surfetched.
which I think I like
It
the
looks
design
good.
a lot.
It looks good. I don't think it looks like an evolution. I think it looks
No.
like a
It
regional
looks like
variant.
yeah, like a Galarian like wheezing type thing.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought it was.
But basically, the description got unveiled, and it was like, Farfetch that have seen a lot of battles become this Galarian
Yeah.
evolution, and when its leak wilts, it retires from combat. or
Oh, that's what it
something.
ended up being.
Yeah. And it's fighting type, which is cool. I like it. I think it looks good.
I thought it was awesome that like the leak is like super long and you could tell it's been like cut at the top.
Yeah.
But then like the top that's like the leaf, what would be like the sprout or whatever, the leaves,
Mhm.
is like the shield.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
It has like the same, like the sword part is like cut at an angle.
Yeah.
And then like the shield is like cut at
Hmm.
the opposite angle and he's holding it.
Hmm. I
It's
didn't
like
even
upside
see that.
down.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I think it looks really good, and I like how he looks very noble, or she. Sorry.
Eyebrows
Gotta be
are noble.
inclusive. But looks really like regal or something. Like very
I don't know.
Ready
It
for
definitely
combat.
looks- yeah, like a.
confident. Perhaps.
It's fitting for the region.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I like
I'd
this
like
region's
to propose a
Pokemon so
question,
far.
though.
Sorry, say
As
again.
I'd like to propose a question though, as a future owner of Pokemon Shield.
Hmm.
Why does he get a sword and a shield if he's in Pokemon Sword?
That's what.
Because-
Yeah, that's what I don't know.
So I think Starfetch is going to be a part of Sword because to begin with he only had like a leak and would like hit things with it like as Farfetched.
So what has a sword or a shield?
Hmm?
Is there like a shield Pokemon?
I don't know. Oh, is that the question that was being asked? I thought you were asking like
No, I'm
why
just
Sword
saying like
specific.
your argument is he had a sword, so he's going in sword. Is there like a shield analog to this?
Well, no, I just think a sword is more like specific to Farfetch because
That's what I'm saying. What is
Oh.
the analog to shield?
well, I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna propose something. He is actually the legendary in both games.
He's like the Celebi.
Maybe. He's well, yeah. He
He's
has
keeper of
both the
time.
sword and the shield.
Keeper of leaks.
He's white. He could be like the king.
Do you
It's just
think?
him with a crown.
Do you think they're going to have like a shield one that they kind of release in a similar fashion?
I'm sure they will.
I mean, they gotta. Are they gonna leave me over here hanging?
Do you think they're gonna do the exact same thing where they put like a glitch thing on the website?
What if
I
it's
don't know. 'Cause have they normally done like these elaborate? releases for Pokemon?
That's what I don't know. I thought this was like kind of out of left field.
What if
Yeah,
they
that's
do
what I
like
thought.
for Shield another variant of Surfetched? Like you know how in X and Y they had Mega Evolution of Mewtwo
Yeah.
for each one?
So what would it like? It'd be like a big shield
I don't know.
and like a small sword.
I don't know what it could be. I don't work for the Pokemon company.
I don't know. Maybe it has like armor or something.
That could be.
Has
like a
leak
little
armor.
leak helmet, like it comes
Oh, that'd
down
be
the little
cool.
leaves that come out.
Isn't there a bird that already has like armor as some type?
It sounds familiar, but I don't know.
What's the Pokemon that is basically like a disc? It's like blue
Yeah, I don't know.
Does it evolve into like Bronzong or something? Is that what its smaller evolutions look like?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
The bird I was thinking of was Skarmory. So
Oh.
I hope there's a.
It's like plated, yeah, in metal.
Yeah. Skarmory's a cool Pokemon. Give Skarmory an evolution. Does it already have one? I don't know.
It might have a Mega. I'm not sure.
Is not known to evolve. That's what I'm hoping for.
Does Skarmory have a Mega?
No.
Everyone's probably wanting to die right now.
We're posers.
Everyone's turning the podcast off. You don't know anything about Pokemon.
Okay, since you're getting Shield, can you trade me a Larvitar at some point? I really want a Tyranitar.
Yeah, in 3 years once I finish it.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, Brock.
I get to the second gym and I quit. That's how I play Pokemon games, because I'm not any better than the second gym.
I'm not any better than an 8-year-old.
The Pokemon games are so easy now.
It was a joke, but I'm probably not going to finish it in a month like you are. A week, sorry.
I'll finish it in a night. Stay
One
up.
night?
Yeah.
I'm gonna download it at midnight.
And
Play
I'm-
it all
I'm
day.
gonna skip school. Wait, when does it come out? November something?
November 20th, I think.
Maybe that's on a weekend.
Brock's on the PC. He's on it. He'll find it.
Also, if you hear ripping sounds in the background, it's just our dog eating a box. Don't worry.
Just Poe ripping up a box of
He's
tissues.
just being destructive, letting out his primal urges.
Primal.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Blake's
slip
favorite
that
word.
It is November 15th.
15th?
15th.
5 days earlier than I thought.
Alright, let's see when that is.
It's in November.
Well,
It
that
is in November.
That's true. I thought it may have been in March or something, but...
It's literally 2 months minus 3 days. So
Alright, it's on a Friday. I can play that from sun up to sundown.
Sweet.
I don't have class that day.
I think I think they're really leaning into Gen 1 though. With evolutions and variants.
probably because I know there's going to be a lot like the people like me who didn't have a 3DS or didn't care for a bit, but if there's Pokemon on the Switch, yeah, we'll get that.
Well, yeah, and part of that is I think that they brought a ton of Gen 1 fans in with Let's Go. So it's kind of good to bring in what people know into Gen 8.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because we have maybe there's not as many as I thought, but there's Galarian Weezing. There's the Farfetch'd thing now. Is there any other Gen 1s? Maybe I'm just misremembering. Maybe I'm thinking there's more.
I don't think so.
There's
I think they're gonna do it to all generations, or at least like...
There's
a lot.
Zigzagoon has a new
Yeah.
form.
And that is really all I remember. Zigzagoon and Linoon, which is Gen 3. I want to see some Gen 2 stuff.
I mean,
that's
there's
my
leaks.
favorite.
I mean, there's leaks of more stuff. Leaks. But, yeah, we'll see if that actually comes true or not.
But it also may depend on, like, the biome that the Pokemon might come from, depending on, whatever, like a Weasel. A Weasel you could find in, like, the UK or something, so that's why Zigzagoon gets a variant or something.
Yeah.
But,
Like, Farfetch is like a quail, basically,
Yeah.
so that makes sense.
But, like, let's say Totodile is, like, an alligator or a crocodile.
That's-
You'd probably
yeah.
do that in, like, a jungle or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
That'll be in the Florida-based Pokemon game
Yeah.
next generation.
It's not
Please
like
do
it's
Pokemon
not
in Florida.
It's not like US, like it's just Florida. Florida man caught for running a zigzagoon ring. We were talking about this the other day. Do you think we're gonna see the starters evolutions before release?
Do you normally? I don't think so.
That's what I didn't remember. I was
feel like
like,
we did last time.
I was thinking that they're just gonna not show it. I feel like they're just gonna let people discover it upon release.
I hope so. I like secrets. I miss
Yeah,
the good
I'd be
old
kind of
days where you
annoyed.
don't know anything.
Because then you'd be tempted to look and then change your pick depending on the last
Yeah,
evolution of it.
I never
sure.
change my ways. I always pick water. Water only.
Like I know when I played Pokemon Platinum, I was thoroughly disappointed by Empoleon being the last
yeah.
evolution of whatever
Piplup?
the starter was. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Do you think they'll have more and more stuff to show off? Like, do you think they're gonna show something in like October?
I'm sure they'll do like a shield variant of something since they just did a sword one with Surfetched, but
Do you think they'll do much more?
maybe like one or two more Pokemon. Maybe.
Do you think they're done showing off like game mechanic stuff? Like the Pokemon camp and like the cooking and all that?
Yeah. Most
Yeah, all the
likely.
main stuff. But then again, they've already had like 5 different trailers showing off different random things.
That's
so
what I'm like. I feel like they definitely have it planned to be paced out because that's what they've been doing. It's basically been like a little teaser every month. But it's like I feel like we know so much at this point. It's like, what are they gonna show? Like, I feel like they'll definitely show something in October because that's a month before the game comes out. But I feel like they've almost exhausted everything that there is. But I mean, who knows? I don't know what all there is, so it's hard to say.
I just feel like the last trailer that we saw was like the main game mechanic trailer that we saw because we saw camping and like customization and
I guess.
I don't know. There's really not much. I don't know what else they'd show. But I'm excited to see what there is so I can spend one Friday beating the game.
I hope that shinies are fun to catch in this one.
It's all you want. Shinies.
Well, it's like, I enjoy the game, but like I almost enjoy the shiny hunting like is equal like to the
That's your
actual game
game.
itself.
That's keeping you playing after you do the 10-hour campaign or whatever it takes. Not
Yeah.
that long.
I feel like they're definitely gonna tie shinies into the that region where it's like freeform. I can't remember the wild or whatever.
The wild area.
I don't know how they're. I don't know. I almost feel like they're gonna like take a page out of Sword and or
Let's go.
Let's Go rather, yeah, and make it so like the shinies are just the same way, like chaining inside of the wild. But I don't know. They may completely switch it up.
I think that's a pretty safe bet. Because that worked. Like, everybody liked that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and it was cool that like when the Pokemon like popped, like you could see that it was shiny. So that was awesome.
The Pokemon popped.
When it
Oh,
popped out of
Pokemon.
nowhere, where it just big banged. So yeah, that's coming out very soon. Basically 2 months from now.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all.
Gotta be the very best.
I got to be
Oh yeah,
the best.
Ash won a Pokemon
There
League.
was. Yeah. Did you see that?
Ash won the Pokemon League.
In the
is that
anime,
what all-
Ash finally
Oh.
won.
I was actually avoiding all of those videos because I thought I might watch that episode, but thank you for telling me. Thank you.
Well, he won. I don't know anything
Surprise.
about it, but he
His-
won.
So
His
Pokemon
team
is
sounded
over.
lame.
I think he had 5 Pokemon from what
He
I
only
saw.
had 5. Only one Pokemon was cool.
What one?
Like in
Did he
Rock.
just keep using his top move and his one Pokemon is level 99?
Yeah,
Probably.
probably.
I mean,
His
what
other
else
ones
do
are
you
just
do?
for recovering. Or
I mean,
like,
that's what I do.
max revive the level 99 Pikachu.
I'm that person.
He's got to keep his Pikachu alive at all costs. I mean, he's been training it for, what, 7 generations in the show?
Pikachu is literally the worst Pokemon. It's so weak. It's
The
so
worst?
weak.
The worst, though.
Okay, I took on
Not even
Red.
the worst.
It's pretty bad.
Joins the battle.
Yeah, I'm about to battle you right now
It's
with a full
pretty
team
bad.
of Pikachus
Okay,
and wreck
so
you.
if we're thinking about Yellow,
I'm about to Volt Tackle you into the ground.
the first gym is terrible
For what?
for having a Pikachu.
Just use Tackle.
It's still terrible. It's still bad.
It teaches you to catch more Pokemon.
Anyway, also, I just did Crystal version again, and Pikachu's the first one, and it's like level 82 or something.
What are you talking about? The gym?
That Red
No,
has.
when you beat Red in second gen.
That was a leap.
I'm talking about Pikachu.
I
Okay.
Just let me finish my point. I'm trying to make a case for why.
Okay, I got it. I follow now.
Okay. 82. I go in with like a level 65 for alligator. I kill it in one hit. It's terrible. It's literally the worst Pokemon.
It's not the worst.
It's so bad.
It's not
It's
the worst.
really bad.
It's worse than a Caterpie?
Caterpie has potential.
No.
Poison shot.
Anyway, I hate Pikachu. Not physically, like physically it's fine.
You're just a contrarian. You hate
better
everything
title
that's
this
popular.
podcast.
No, I don't. It's just not my Pokemon of choice.
You better
Caterpie.
title this Devin Hates Pikachu.
Devin hates Pikachu.
Highlights reel.
Devin hates Pikachu?
Caterpie also sucks. But
Which one's worse? What about Dunsparce?
they're both. I'd prefer Dunsparce because at least it's ground type and can wreck Pikachu.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna move on so Blake doesn't have a heart attack. So.
I've got an update, actually, I feel like I need to give since you've been raving
What?
on me for this. I did actually play Pokemon Let's Go for a couple days while sitting around in someone's apartment. And I got all the way from Lavender Town to Saffron City.
Ooh.
So I am officially almost halfway done with the game.
There you go.
So will it
Yeah.
take you coming back to that apartment before you beat it?
Maybe.
Okay.
That will
Probably.
be fun.
It's going to be a while. I love to listen back to the podcast where we predicted when you would finish the game and see how wrong we were because we need to add like another year.
I don't think I committed myself to anything, but please do that.
I definitely remember it seeming like oh, it's going to take Brock like another year to beat it. But I feel like it's coming up like already on a year and you're not even close, so I think I'm going to need to readjust my estimate.
Give it another 10. We'll see how you're doing.
Okay, November 16th. So I've got basically 2 months to beat it, because I think I did say it here. That sounds about right.
November 16th?
Yeah,
Where'd you come up with that date?
that's when it was released last year.
Oh, that's when we talked about Pokemon?
Yeah,
Hmm.
Alright.
put it on books.
Well, you have to at least beat it before the next gen comes out. So you got to beat it by November 14th.
Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, November 14th. Putting on my calendar. Beat Pokemon. Done.
All right. Beat it. Catch a shiny at least.
No,
Don't worry about that. Just beat the game.
Catch a shiny Pikachu.
Don't go the Blake route. Just beat it. So you can then catch shinies in the next game where it matters.
I only catch shinies the pure way by not trying at all.
Have you caught a shiny?
I don't think I've ever seen a shiny.
Let's Go is the first time I ever saw one.
I never caught one until X and Y.
Yeah, so it seems about right. You played a lot more than I have.
I guess. I had to, yeah. I don't think I even ever saw one in the other games, unless like I missed the shiny animation, or in the older games I didn't even know what they looked like or something.
Yeah, that's when I put my 210 hours into silver. I definitely shiny.
Yeah.
In platinum, I wouldn't have been able to tell you what was a shiny and what wasn't. And I
yeah, that's
definitely
the
didn't
problem.
Pay attention when the Pokemon first appeared.
Right.
So maybe I've seen 7 shinies. Who knows?
It's all about catching them. You gotta catch them. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all.
Alright, what's next?
Well, what else we got?
I don't know.
We talk Smash. Talk some Pokemon.
There's like a fitness game coming out that I know nothing about.
Does it look cool to you?
No. What?
You're gonna know about it. It's gonna make your abs hurt like nothing else.
There's like a wheel, like the Mario Kart wheel, basically.
But bigger.
Yeah.
I'm using tilt control.
And it's an RPG, I think, is what I heard.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, maybe I'll use it. I need to work out, so why not?
I was actually like considering getting it. Just like for the pure like I don't think the gameplay is gonna be good. But like I would almost like to do like an experiment to see like how I think it fares, like just as a not even like as a game, but like purely as a fitness mechanism.
We should do a weight loss challenge.
Weight loss challenge?
Oh, using only that game to work out.
I wonder if it somehow tracks like the estimated like calories burned or something.
It does, because I've seen that, and it also takes your heart rate.
Oh yeah, I guess
the IR sensor. So.
Huh.
And there's just exercise mode basically. So if you really wanted to do a weight loss challenge, you could just start up the game and pound down crutches like
yeah,
game after game.
Maybe that's what I can do when it comes out. When does it come out? Do you remember?
Not at all. I will not be getting the game.
Maybe that's what I'll do when it comes out. I'll give an update, and then I'll give it. I don't want to commit myself to a certain amount of time.
A month.
I don't think
Just
think
do
a
it for a
month
month.
is long enough though.
To lose 1 pound?
I don't think
I
I
think
should,
that's
I don't think I
plenty
should
of
look at it
time.
as a means of losing weight though.
Well, if you do something for 23 days, you build a habit. And
Oh,
a month is
okay.
30 days. At least that's what I heard one time.
October 18th is when it comes out. So.
Oh wow, a month from today. What if I did it in an entire year?
Good luck.
Then you do it for an entire year.
So we did. So
everyone
we.
would forget about it.
So we did We started the podcast. What, at the end of October last year?
Yeah.
What if I did it in entire? What if I did it the entire year 2 of the podcast?
I don't know. What if you did?
What if we didn't have a year to a podcast except for the yearly update of how fat you've gotten trying to do this?
That's all we would need. It'd be so viral.
I can just
I'm
imagine.
gonna make local news doing it.
I just imagine
I'm
you
gonna go to Nintendo's headquarters and they're gonna give me like
rolling out
ice
of
cream
bed,
sundae.
boxers on, you're a little sweaty, you start like working out just in your underwear on
I'm
the
rolling out of bed
on
with
the
my boxers on
Switch.
sweaty, or I'm gonna turn on the game and play it and then get sweaty.
I don't know.
You could just, since it's the Nintendo Switch, you can bring the Nintendo Switch to
Oh, that's
Nintendo
true.
headquarters and play right there in the parking lot.
I could connect it to the VR headset.
I can cosplay as Wii Fit Trainer and like yell at you. It'll be perfect.
I'm scared to see the images of like the new characters in Wii Fit Trainer that are gonna be floating around the internet
Why?
because there's gonna be some weird stuff.
Oh, like Rule 34 stuff?
Yeah.
Hmm. That's hot.
There
Can't
probably
wait.
already is.
Oh, I'm
There
sure.
100% is.
Okay, that's what I'm
Thought
doing.
this was family friendly.
It's I'm
You're
sold
looking
on
at
it.
Rule 34 images of Ring Fit Adventures. Got it.
Right. You got a pinky promise.
October 18th,
Pinky promise.
or whenever it comes
You
out.
gotta say this about pinky promising.
On October, this is me pinky promising Brock right now. On October 18th, I'll do it for a year.
What is for a year? Just once a week?
Well, that's what I don't know. We'll
With
see.
16 hours?
Like
We'll see.
Okay.
I'll give you an update. Once I play it, and then it's got to be at least once a week. Like obviously.
Right.
Well, how are you gonna lose weight if you only do it once
What's
a
what
week?
I'm saying? I need to see
Like
what
4
exactly.
times a week.
I can't make a schedule if I don't even know what it is.
I trust him. He'll come up with something.
I'll give my review once the game comes out, and then I'll update you then. Give me a month.
Okay, so now you gotta redo the pinky promise because you said on
No,
October.
it all holds.
I got it. I'm writing it down.
So yeah.
All right,
So yeah, I'm about to be the fittest man alive.
gonna be like One Punch.
What is this? What is it called again?
I don't know.
Wii Fitness Adventure Challenge.
We? No. Try again.
It's the Wii Ring. Is that what you use?
I don't know.
What's the title, Brock?
Like Wheel Fitness or something.
Ring Fit Adventures.
Ring Fit Adventures.
That's terrible.
Wheel Fit Challenge.
It's like real, but wheel.
Send in
wheel.
your varied names for this game, such as Wheel Fit Challenge,
I'm a
to
little
Fourshade
nervous.
Studios at gmail.com.
2 round, too bad.
I'm
Two
using
round, too
tokens
bad.
for this game.
Joy-Con, more like Sorcon. That's the game title.
That's really bad, and you should feel bad.
See, people that are listening can send in a better title than I just
That
did.
makes me want to throw up.
It sounded better in my head. There's something
I don't
there.
know how it could have.
There's something there.
Okay, Blake's gonna lose weight. And
I'm not.
also,
That's not the challenge.
And also, well, you will probably. Anyway.
It doesn't have anything to do with being less weight. It's being more fit. We fit trainer.
You gotta
it's
lose
not like
weight
we
to be
weight
more
loss
fit.
trainer.
Anyway.
Fat trainer.
Exactly.
Also, the Switch Lite.
Switch Lite came out.
Did it come out?
Well, it's gonna come out in 2 days, September 20th.
Yeah. There's some footage of it online. And
What about it?
it's a small Switch that
It's a
has
tiny
no
Switch.
Joy-Cons.
It's a light switch.
And the screen is smaller but looks more crisp, allegedly. And they have a D-pad, and it comes in a yellow color.
In green.
Okay, I've only seen the yellow.
I've only seen yellow, so that's all that exists.
No, I'm just telling you, I've only seen yellow, so that's all I knew. And you can play games on it. What a surprise.
I watched a video that you cannot dock it. So
For
that's
sure.
the thing. If you try to put it in your normal dock,
Not even if you down into the dock.
well, it's like the joysticks are too close since the screen is smaller. That will just hit the dock. You can't even slide it in. But then like, there's like third-party docks or something where they don't have the things on the side, and it just does nothing. You dock it and it does nothing.
Right.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I know about it.
It looks cool.
Probably won't buy it.
If you need a secondary Switch, I feel like it's definitely good.
I also feel like $200 is not that much cheaper than
I was
$300.
hoping like
What?
Oh god, we lost him.
We lost Brock to the Netherverse.
Anyway, I don't feel like $200 is that much cheaper than $300.
I mean, it's like a third of the price.
I guess. I don't know.
You don't
I
think
feel
that's
like
good?
feel like
33% off?
I don't know. I mean, yeah,
It plays
but
the same games.
but only for $100 more, you get to
just like-
dock it and play it on the TV and like for Joy-Con specific games, like
I guess. I don't know. I think it's a good secondary console or console for like a child for sure.
I ain't a child, so I ain't gonna buy it.
I like how you can connect it to your main Switch.
Yeah.
How you can like call your like this dockable Switch like your primary, and then you can call the other Switch your secondary. Jump cut, and now Devin has an orange. All right, we're back from technical difficulties.
I am difficult.
But yeah, Switch Lite comes out I believe on September 20th, which is in 2 days of recording. So get that if you want it. It looks good. I mean, it looks exactly what it's advertised to do. So if you think it looks interesting, you should definitely pick one up if you've got the funds. So, the Super Nintendo games came out for Virtual Console.
Finally.
Yeah, the highly anticipated. We beat A Link to the Past.
For the first time for both of us, we
Yeah.
decided.
I thought I had beaten it, but I definitely had not. I feel like I got to like the Ice Temple in the Dark World, and I feel like I never beat that for some reason. Because everything after that I had no idea.
I just had no idea.
Yeah. And spoilers, if you haven't played it, skipped another minute past this. Our favorite thing ever happened at the very end. We did not have a certain item that you needed to beat the boss. So in our
I mean,
playthrough of the
you
original...
need silver arrows to beat Ganon.
Yes, so in our original playthrough, if you've heard that whole story of the original Zelda, we got to Ganon, fought him for like an hour, what it felt like, and never beat him because we didn't have the silver arrows. And we basically did the exact same thing in this playthrough.
Definitely extended it by an hour or more, maybe.
Was
Yeah.
it like really obvious where you get them? I didn't watch you guys do it.
No, it was not. You know how there was like that crack in the pyramid?
Yeah.
You had to go in there, but you had to get
Oh, that's right. you
like
told me.
super bombs,
Yeah, I remember.
which was like a whole ordeal in itself.
Right. So when we first bombed it too, I thought it was just a like false crack, which there had been some earlier.
Yeah,
in the game.
there had been some like decorative things, so we were like, okay. It's just decoration.
Well, I remember watching you guys play, and you talked to this thing, and it was like, there's some secrets inside that pyramid if you bomb it with big bombs, and you're like, oh, that's cool. We'll come back to it later. And I was like, okay.
Well, it's like it's hard to know in that game like what is just fluff and like what is required.
Just gotta do
How many times
everything.
did we use the ice rod?
Exactly. It's like we got items that we didn't use one time, and then like we missed items that we needed. Like I felt like it was good about you got an item in a dungeon, and then you use that to get like to the next dungeon. Like you always had the thing that you needed to progress. You never had to go out of your way to get anything, which I mean, I guess there's an argument there that that's like boring, it's too linear, but I don't know. If I feel like we would have never figured out how to do that whole thing of getting big bombs or even to getting the silver arrows or whatever.
Right, because even to get the big bombs, you had to reunite the blacksmiths.
Right.
And somehow we knew that one was missing, but we literally never saw him until we happened
Yeah, and
to.
I figured blacksmiths had something to do with like upgrading your sword, but I would have never thought like that was the trigger to unlock big bombs. Because like in my head, I'm like, well, what? Where's the connection there? Why would that trigger something?
Right.
But apparently it does. As soon as you reunite the blacksmiths, you can buy the big bombs. Because, Dark World.
And then once we did that and actually went straight to Ganon, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of played out the same way that the fight did in the first one. Like, I feel like it did the exact same thing. Like, Ganon turns blue. That's your opportunity. You hit him with it 3 times and it's over.
But we did it.
But yeah,
And
I thought it was cool.
better than Zelda and Zelda 2.
Right. We've beaten the first 3 Zelda games. The first 3 that matter, I guess, at least. I don't know if there's more in there.
Yeah, we're not playing the weird computer games.
I really like the look of it, though. I'm like so glad that we finally have the NES or the Super Nintendo games, just because of how colorful they can be and just the graphical upgrades that a lot of them have.
Just by default, they're so much more playable than the
Yeah.
NES games. It's not even funny,
Yeah.
and that's
It's like every game that I feel like is on the Super Nintendo is just like a way more refined version of like its crude form on the NES.
a good way to put it.
Yeah. So those will be fun to play. We'll definitely have to play like Super Metroid or something next to go through all of our Zeldas, all of our Metroids, all of our Marios, get the main ones out of the way. And yeah, there's plenty of other games that are good that we should play.
Like Super Mario Kart, which I've already spent a good 2 hours playing.
Right. So yeah, I guess our last bit of news is that
Link's Awakening,
is coming out in 2 days. On September 20th for the Nintendo Switch. I'll definitely be picking that up, so I will be able to talk about that next time.
Me too.
Maybe I'll actually play this one.
It looks really good.
It's pretty cute.
Like,
I like the little tanuki that plays its stomach as a drum.
yeah, graphically it looks awesome. So that will be, I feel like that's almost a must get for me and many others. So definitely get that. You guys got anything else?
Nah.
I love you, Canada.
I love you, Canada. but I love you more, Alaska and Maryland, Baltimore specifically. So yeah, that's going to do it for us. This is the Fourshade Studios podcast, episode 22, September 18th, 2019. We will see you guys in the next one. Bye.